3.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches.
So no make sense when you guys say that right now. At the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but you never know.
Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather met earlier this week.
Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather met earlier this week to prepare for Crawford's upcoming September fight against Canelo Alvarez. Behind closed doors, Mayweather, who was the first man to defeat Canelo, worked on refining Crawford's boxing skills to help him secure a victory. In response, Canelo Alvarez has broken his silence. The Mexican superstar previously faced Mayweather over a decade ago, with their bout taking place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas in September 2013. At the time, Canelo was just 23 years old.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 20.
Heading into the bout, Alvarez had just turned 23 and was the reigning WBC Super Welterweight champion, boasting an undefeated record of 42 wins and 1 draw. Meanwhile, Mayweather, the WBA Super Welterweight champion, held a similar record at 44-0. However, at 36 years old and in the latter stages of his career, some fans believed Canelo had a chance to hand the American his first defeat. However, the fight didn't unfold that way. Alvarez struggled to contend with Mayweather's skill and experience, ultimately losing by decision. Though Mayweather secured a clear victory, the scorecards were surprisingly close, with one judge controversially scoring the fight 114-114.
When you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
I
think
think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult.
After facing Mayweather for 12 rounds, Canelo needed just 3 words to sum up his thoughts on his rival's boxing ability during an interview with the Full Send podcast. He has everything. Canelo went on to explain that while Mayweather may not have hurt him during their fight, it wasn't necessary. He's experienced, he's so smart, he's a complete fighter, Canelo said. He doesn't have power in his punches, but when you're that type of fighter, you don't need it.
He's big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford, fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo.
Mayweather would go on to retire with a perfect 50-0 record, while Canelo now holds a record of 62 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, with his only other defeat coming at the hands of Dimitri Bivol in May 2022. Although Canelo could not deny Mayweather's greatness, he wasn't initially convinced about partnering with Terence Crawford. Canelo was reportedly hesitant to take on the 37-year-old from Omaha, but it seems the Mexican legend has since had a change of heart and is now preparing for this new challenge.
About a small fighter like Charlo, he's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford.
In an interview with a reputable boxing platform, the 34-year-old Canelo spoke about his upcoming clash with Bud Crawford. He acknowledged that he likely won't receive much credit for the fight, but expressed his respect for Crawford, calling him a great fighter. Canelo added, "I always say that, no disrespect to him, but sometimes it's a bit crazy how people talk about a smaller fighter like Crawford, who is 147 pounds, compared to someone like Charlo, who's bigger. It just doesn't make sense, but that's what people are saying right now. At the end of the day, I won't get any credit if I fight Crawford, but you never know. In boxing, anything can happen. I've gone up and down in weight and fought everyone out there, so it's possible. Why not? It's possible."
Fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo. So no make sense when you guys.
This was almost a repeat of a previous interview where Canelo had said, "I'm in, why not? I think Crawford is a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. Easy money. If the money's right, I'm in. I don't really like fighting guys like Crawford because he moves a lot, and the fight isn't that exciting. But after seeing Crawford in his last fight, he doesn't move as much now, so yeah, if the money's right, I'm in." However, when it comes to the possible fight between 2 of boxing's best, Canelo doesn't see it as much of a challenge. Crawford wins, Canelo? No, not like that, Canelo said, referencing the possibility of facing Crawford. Julio Cesar Chavez, one of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time, captured the hearts of boxing fans with his tough, unbeaten streak of 89 fights. In contrast, Canelo Alvarez, the current figurehead of Mexican boxing, has faced criticism for not fighting the best opponents available. When asked about the potential September clash between Canelo and Crawford, which has not yet been confirmed, Chavez offered his characteristic blunt opinion. Where is Crawford going to beat Canelo? He responded when asked how he sees the
Crawford wins con Canelo. No le gusta Crawford Canelo. He said don't be asking.
Chavez is among several former boxers who have criticized the potential matchup between Alvarez and Crawford, with the main concern being the significant weight difference. Canelo competes at 168 ulvs, while Crawford's last fight was at 154 ulvs against Israil Madrimov. Although the fight is yet to be confirmed, promoter Turki Alek is actively working to arrange the bout, even suggesting a challenge between the two boxers in the video game asterisk Fatal Fury. City of Wolves asterisk is a fun way to promote the event. For now, the only confirmed fight is a screenshot of a conversation between both pugilists, which was shared.
Okay, if you play baseball and not boxing, would you be a great baseball player? Because I saw you with the Padres. ¿Número uno en la historia de béisbol?
We're not talking about boxing, we're talking about the video game asterisk Fatal Fury, City of Wolves asterisk, which will be released on April 24, 2025, said the promoter. I challenged them in the game, that's the only thing I can challenge them in. They accepted my challenge in the game, and we'll get dinner afterwards. We decided not to go through with the boxing match because the three of us hate boxing, so we chose yoga instead. Keep talking and spreading rumors, but in the end, only the three of us know and decide when and where things happen. This curious message, however, seems to contradict statements from Team Crawford, as Terence Crawford's camp has apparently confirmed a blockbuster fight against Canelo Alvarez on September 13th.
You want financials? Tell him we going for Canelo next. Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on. You heard it from him. We are ready. Just put me in the game, coach. Just put me in the game.
Crawford and Canelo are currently two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. While Canelo competes at super middleweight, Crawford is preparing to move up from 154 ulvs to face the Mexican champion.